All right, hello Danielle. Taking a look at your research report. I do these by video because it's a little easier for me, and I think most students like it. So let me know what you think. I don't have to do it this way, but this is probably the only time I do it anyway. But I welcome feedback about it if you like it or not. So let's get right into this. First thing I noticed, you got your page numbering up here where it should be. You got your heading, which looks correct. Title and everything looks good, but the only problem I'm seeing, and this is a minor problem, but what you really should be doing is trying to have everything double spaced, and this here looks like it's like 2.5 spaces or more. So notice how all of these spacings look a lot bigger than this. So what you do to fix that is you just highlight all of that, but you have to do it in Word, of course. It won't work in a PDF. But you'll go back to your Word document and you'll highlight all of this, and then up here at the top bar, somewhere around here, will be a button that has arrows pointing, blue arrows pointing up and down, like pointing north and south, up and down, away from each other. And if you click on it, it'll have a drop down thing with several items in it. And at the bottom, the bottom two items will say add or remove. If they both say add, then there's something not right where you put the cursor. So you might try the cursor here and then say, so in other words, if this spacing is too big, which it obviously is, then that will probably say remove um, spacing, the excess spacing. And if you click on remove, it'll fix all of that. Okay, if you've got it all highlighted. Now, if for some odd reason it all doesn't say that it's wrong, in other words, it doesn't say remove in that button at all, then that's going to be weird. You want to make sure you double check the actual spacing then in that same button and make sure it says 2 instead of like 2.5 or something. Okay, so that's how you fix that. Uh, let's get right into your writing here now. Let's see how you did here. Your introduction looks a bit long, but we'll see. Let's see. So okay, so you're writing this in MLA. That's what this indicates, is that you're writing in MLA. So you want to make sure you get rid of these page number or these years, because that's actually APA. So just delete these parentheticals with the year in it. Um, you do need this parenthetical though. And you should not have a P in there if you're doing it in APA. Now, if you wanted to do this in APA, because it looks like you've properly done the citation in APA, if that's the case and you want it to be in APA, then what you're going to need to do is delete this heading and just leave the title on this page, and then create another page above this one, and that will be your title page. And you can see how that should look either by Googling how to do a title page in APA, or you can look at the sample in the Easy Writer, and it'll show you exactly what that should look like also. Um, so you just have to decide, are you doing it in APA or MLA, and then fix it accordingly. Okay. Um, okay, this report, I wouldn't put hopes, I would put seeks or something like that. Seeks to examine, or you could just say this report examines how implementing. You could say that's a little wording, just delete that and just change this to examines with an S at the end. So that's something you could do to fix that. Oh, I didn't mean that. Well, you're not going to see this again anyway. Okay, so yeah, so um, examines how implementing mental health days in high school and attendance policies may support. Okay, so that's pretty much where you can end. You don't really need to say the rest of this because that's going to all fall into what you do with just doing this and finding the answers to this. So you can just delete that last couple sentences after development. Okay. Um, all right. Literature review. Okay, so I had to pause there for a second and reread this, and I'm afraid, um, Danielle, it looks to me like there's some indicators in here of this having been written perhaps by AI. And of course that's not allowed. But I don't want you to don't get too panicked or worried because I'm going to let you fix it. If you wrote this in AI, or if you let AI help you in any way, then what I'll let you do is I'll just give you a chance to rewrite it and fix it so that it's not using any AI, and then resubmit it to me so that I can give you more detailed feedback. But at this point, I'm going to stop because it feels like it's AI, and I need it to be fixed before I can give it more thorough feedback. Okay. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to, like I said, you'll need to fix it. And what I need you to do is write back to me as soon as possible and let me know that if it is AI, just let me know. Just tell me, be honest and tell me that it is AI, and I will tell you, okay, no problem. Thank you for being honest. And then I'll tell you, just go ahead and rewrite it and resubmit it, and we'll just act like it never happened. Okay, so that's how I always handle this the first time, because I don't want anybody getting all in trouble just for the first time that they mistakenly use AI, knowing even though you shouldn't. A lot of times we just take that shortcut sometimes, especially if we're pressed for time. So just let me know, okay? Get back to me as soon as possible, and we'll go from there. Okay.